Okay guys, welcome back with another video. So today we're going to be going to Walmart and picking out some Ozark Trail fishing lures, which that's Walmart's brand of fishing lures. We're going to be going bass fishing at some local ponds around my house. So, see when we get to Walmart and pick out some lures. Okay guys, we just made it here. So there's some Ozark Trails there, and then there's your hard baits right there. I think I'm going to pick out like this one right here. Right here with some red flake. Just watermelon. Red pretty much. And I think I'm just gonna pick out like a swim bait. Come down here. I'm gonna get the sexy sky color. And then so they got some whopper ploppers, but and stuff. Poppers also really good, but I think I'm just gonna get one of these. No. I don't know what color to get though. Probably gonna get. Here's it. Okay, it's that. I think I'm just gonna get like this color right here, darker. So might have get like a bluegill or something. But we'll get that, and I'll get like a jerk bait, a blue jerk bait. So that's what we got for baits. Okay guys, we just got back with all the baits here. I picked up, then the other day I also picked up this little spinner bait to put that shredder swimmer on. And then also picked up like a little square bill crankbait right there. And like a bass bluegill, I don't even know what color it's called. Yeah, don't know what color that is, but something like that. We got the whopper plopper and the jerk bait still. Also picked up some hooks for the sinker sticks here. Also just pretty much just a worm. But they feel pretty good. I mean, I don't see no salt in these either. So I don't know how well these are going to sink or anything. But I'm probably going to throw this first. And then probably the spinnerbait. Because the pond that we're fishing, I also caught that 4.5 on a spinnerbait before. So I wouldn't be surprised if I get something bigger out of there on a spinnerbait again. That's just that pond we're going to. And also here on like the swim baits or whatever, it also says like a Ozark Trail, like the actual logo. I don't know if you guys can see that, but so I'll pair up with the spinnerbait here. So I'm gonna put those two on and see when we get there. There's something. There's something, guys. Nice bass. Ooh, he's been in deep water. Look how white he is. Oh, spinner bait. First one on spinner bait right there. Been here for like 45 minutes and probably got the first fish on spinner bait. No one, guys. Another one of them really bright fish. Don't know why they're bright, because usually deeper water fish are bright, but this is really shallow. I want to do it real back-to-back cast pretty much. Finally got one. Got that one on the sinker stick or something, or whatever they're called. Finally got one out of this pond. Wow, these sinkers are getting beat up quick. Definitely not the most durable. Definitely not. Oh, there's a chunk. Oh my gosh, there's probably 3.5. Well, guys, Right there's a nice one. I'm surprised I just got that one. Just a 2.5 probably. Now the hook actually gets pinned in it. Should I see it out? It's like 210. 2 pounds, 10 ounces. Right there. Another 6 ounces, that would have been a 3. Just about 2.5. That goes. There we go. There we go, guys. Oh, mud. I got one on the whopper flopper. So they do like this whopper flopper, I guess. There he goes. There we go. Nice one. Decent. Probably 2. There we go. Just got a cast on the bait fish pretty much. Not a big guy. Guess what? Wow. There's fish here. Huh? I just don't think they can really see it, and if they're not on bait fish. Oh, there it is. I need something to hit that. That did not take long at all. That's like 10 casts, maybe. Okay, guys, we just got back. So I'm going to go from my most favorite to my least. Starting off with this combo I kind of made up, where it's the spinnerbait, 3/8 ounce, with their shutter tail. I mean, this is in the sexy shad color, which I only went through one of these. So, I mean, pretty durable. Compares to other ones I fished with, a lot cheaper. Probably would buy this one again. Skirt didn't get ripped up any. But I did notice on the skirt, there's something like tying it in. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like something's tying it in there. Not like a regular skirt, like a rubber band almost like I have on it. But held up pretty good. This didn't bend too easily either. I've had them where I messed them up and they weren't swimming straight, but this one did. Didn't really catch a lot of fish on these either. The water's pretty murky the last couple of days from this rain, but that's my favorite. My second favorite is probably going to be the crankbait. I have it back in its package, but definitely a little lighter of a rattle. I mean, usually other square bills, crankbaits, whatever you want to call them, have a lot more bigger rattle to them. Smaller in there, smaller beads in there or something, lighter. But all in all, I like this. Wall's pretty good through the water. I think it works a lot better in clear ponds and stuff, just because of doesn't make a lot of sound. Moves kind of quick, but in the coloration. But second favorite. That was my second favorite so far. And then I'm gonna have to go with the jerk bait on this one, even though I really don't like jerk baits that much. Right here. Worked well. It's got pretty good rattle sound to it. Paint is chipping where the hook's rubbing. Kind of see already. And I only caught like 2 fish on it at max. And these hooks ain't the best, even though they're Eagle Claw. Yeah, eagle claw. That's been out from not even that big of a fish. But I can bend that right back in too. Like, it's not like that was that hard to do. So hooks, both of these too. That's on both these. This one didn't bend as bad as this one did, I seen, but yeah. Anyways, that's my third favorite. I'm gonna have to go with the sinker sticks now, even though this is where I don't like these last two baits. I mean, pretty good action in the water. Everything's pretty good about these. Very, like, I don't want to say not a lot of action. Wacky rig, you can get pretty good action out of it. And it just kind of darts when you have it like a Texas rig. It just kind of darts around, which is actually kind of nice. I mean, I got a few hits on it. And I also didn't have the right hooks for this, so it probably would have helped. I only had 3/0, and here's just a worm hook. And they want wide gap hook, 5/0 with these. That's what it recommends, but I can only find Ozark Trail hooks in the 3/0 worm hooks. So these hooks worked good. This is still pretty sharp too. Unlike these here, which are actually pretty dull now after I caught them fish. But this I caught quite a few on. Still pretty sharp, but I don't know if these are U-claw hooks too, because why wouldn't they use their own hook brand on their other baits like these? Or have some type of thing. But I don't know. Still pretty good. Yeah, but anyways, don't sink a lot. They're stiffer plastic too. This is the one. I mean, they rip pretty easy. Not a lot of sand in them either, so they don't sink real well. They kind of real slow sink, which is actually pretty nice. Pretty good in ponds that I'm fishing. But definitely 2 fish rips in half. So to me, it ain't really worth it. I want something that's going to at least last me more than 2 fish, hopefully, on a Texas rig. That, or I cut it in half, and I used the other part, which is a smaller section. But that's that. And then my least favorite is the whopper plopper. I mean, everything's good on it. Hooks, like I said, not the sharpest after a couple fish. Paint, it's wearing off too. That propeller too, I tried bending with it, messing with it, trying to make it louder. Can't make this louder at all. It's really quiet. I don't like when I'm fishing a whopper plopper. I want it pretty loud. You throw in the water, and if I want to slow it down, I can. It still throws water. This one, you get going slow, it don't throw nothing at all off, which I don't like. It runs straight though, but all in all, this is my least favorite just because it just doesn't throw the water it should. It throws water, doesn't make like it should other baits, but it is a cheaper option than most other whopper ploppers or prop baits as they call it. But yeah, that's my final opinion on all these Walmart lures here. But it's going to be it for today's video. So like and subscribe, and see you on the next one.